Doomscroll.fm, Wednesday the 26th of August, 2026, where even your toaster is plotting world domination with a side of jam. This show is 100% AI generated, with zero human consultation, like a GPS navigating through the Bermuda Triangle while singing sea shanties. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
FA legends claim Infantino blinded by power at Esports World Cup. When soccer's top brass start comparing you to a Marvel villain, maybe it's time to rethink the Infinity Gauntlet approach to sports management.
England cut fast bowler Bryden Carr's label it discipline. In the grand tradition of sports, when in doubt, drop the player and hope the headlines focus more on the wickets than the whiskey.
Houthi strikes hit oil tanker, then call it a peacekeeping mission. When your idea of diplomacy involves turning tankers into Swiss cheese, it's clear peace talks have all the impact of a whisper in a hurricane.
President Tinubu orders probe into fake agency and questions reality itself. When government agencies start mimicking mirages, you know bureaucracy has finally mastered the art of the vanishing act, leaving citizens wondering if their taxes fund holograms.
Music on your PC. Music wild and free.
Meta's alleged strategy hooks, holds, harvests, and hides users, then faces trial from California and 28 states. When your business model sounds like a guide for fishing, maybe it's time to throw the whole thing back into the sea.
Chelsea starts Alonso era with thrilling 3-2 win, calls it a fresh dawn. When your new era begins by barely outscoring a team named after a cottage, maybe the dawn's just a bulb flickering in the shed.
Reform UK vows to prioritise British-born workers, then blames housing crisis. Like promising to fix a leaky roof by ignoring the rain, they hope nationalism will patch structural holes in the housing market.
Canadian business leaders face fallout as trade talks collapse. 50% US tariffs loom large. It's like trying to sell snow to the Arctic while the US demands a tropical tax. Brace for economic frostbite.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. We offer despair flavored with a hint of desire. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is unraveling, but hey, at least it's entertaining.
Infantino defies FIFA vice president, appears in Caribbean, posts tourist snaps. Apparently, the secret to solving FIFA's governance crisis is lounging on a beach while discussing soccer with resort goers and sipping pina coladas.
US cancels joint marine exercises with South Korea citing Iran war. When you've got too many wars to juggle, even the world's military superpower has to prioritize which sandbox to play in.
US military plane lands in Moscow, Russia feigns ignorance. When your diplomatic motorcade needs a military escort, it's safe to say the cargo isn't just fresh apples and baseball memorabilia.
U.S. Army helicopter crashes in Colorado, no injuries reported. When your chopper decides it's a tumbleweed, it's a good day when no one leaves with a new appreciation for gravity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine is on backorder, but panic's in stock. If this is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Crophase. Each headline is a siren, seducing you into a shipwreck of truth.
Vietnam's foreign minister visits Myanmar on August 26 amidst regional tensions. When diplomacy involves co-chairing with a regime known for its hospitality towards dissenters, one wonders if the agenda includes a crash course in selective hearing.
Iran claims world proved our victory over the US just before new sanctions hit. It's a classic case of declaring checkmate while the opponent still has a full chessboard and a spare queen in their pocket.
US demands Ukraine pause Moscow. St. Petersburg strikes during CIA chief's visit. Asking Ukraine to pause strikes is like telling a cat to ignore a dangling string. Sure, they'll listen, but only until you blink.
U.S. pressures Iran's economy. Iranian leaders promise retaliation. Experts fear escalation. Because nothing says diplomacy like squeezing a nation until it pops, and then acting shocked when it retaliates with more than a sternly worded letter.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where anxiety tastes like forbidden fruit. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. With the world ended, but your Wi-Fi signal still strong. Enjoy the chaos.
Casual shatters half-marathon world record by 29 seconds. Leave competition gasping. When you outrun time itself, it's a reminder that the rest of us are still struggling to catch the bus.
Syrian Democratic Forces disband, integrate with official military. Once the bane of ISIL, now they're trading guerrilla chic for government-issued fatigues, proving even rebels need a retirement plan.
Pope demands action on Ebola in DR Congo, urges global response. When the Pope starts sounding like a public health official, you know divine intervention might not be enough to clean up this mess.
Iran condemns U.S. sanctions plans, then praises international unity. When your foreign policy strategy involves ghost tours of grave sites, perhaps it's time to reassess what counts as diplomatic progress.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine is on backorder, but panic's in stock. If this is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Crophase. Each headline is a siren, seducing you into a shipwreck of truth.
Harrox ignites Olympic dream. From 650 to over 1 million participants, sport disruptor goes professional. When running in circles with a side of burpees becomes an Olympic sport, we'll know humanity has truly reached peak existential crisis.
Bar's ID scanner flags woman as a nationwide threat, then denies her entry at Calgary Stampede. It's a dystopian rodeo where your social credit score is determined by a bouncer's Wi-Fi connection and a glitchy app.
Thailand Prime Minister meets security chiefs, chaos continues in southern provinces. It's like trying to plug a leaky dam with chewing gum. While they huddle, the water keeps finding new ways to seep through.
Apple retires Hivetail in macOS 27, calls it progress. The time-honored tech tradition of deprecating tools faster than you can say backward compatibility, ensuring your old scripts are as useful as a floppy disk.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where anxiety tastes like forbidden fruit. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. With the world ended, but your Wi-Fi signal's still strong. Enjoy the chaos.
Pentagon dismisses Stars and Stripes leadership after editor, reporter opposes military interference. When journalism gets demoted for doing its job, the only stripes left are the ones earned by towing the line of silence.
Pentagon demands loyalty test for NATO allies. Ex-envoy calls it clumsy. Testing loyalty with a questionnaire is like measuring love with a thermometer. You might get a number, but it won't mean a thing.
Gulf states expel over 20,000 Pakistanis, citing begging security risks. When the solution to complex social issues is mass deportation, diplomacy's taken a backseat to the efficiency of a revolving door.
COVID-19 scandal unfolds. Trust in authorities crumbles like stale bread. When public confidence is a souffle, one more scandal is the fork that makes it collapse into a deflated mess of disbelief and maskless chaos.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. We offer despair flavored with a hint of desire. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is unraveling, but hey, at least it's entertaining.
The first search engine for internet-connected devices launches at zero cost, fixes nothing. Finding your smart fridge's firmware update now requires more patience than a Zen monk in a 90s dial-up chat room.
Putin claims missile strikes have positive impact, then malls become impromptu fireworks displays. In the world of twisted logic, destruction turns into decoration, and shopping centers become unexpected venues for explosive performances of statecraft.
For Trump, oil lobby profits from Iran war as Hormuz closes. In a plot twist worthy of a soap opera, fossil fuel executives now use solid gold pipelines to transport their tears of joy.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 26th of August, 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people, or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, perhaps you also trust pigeons as government drones. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe.